when I turned 18.
I wanted to leave St. Louis. I've been wanting to leave St. Louis.
Why?
Cause like, just catch a new energy. You know, St. Louis so small. You know everybody. I want to see new people. I want to venture off and do different things, find different fun things to do in different cities and all that stuff like that. And like,
so why'd you choose Atlanta?
I am Coco. I made this fucking beat. Bobby stole it. Bobby, you can have it.
What's up, this your boy King Yella, and I just wrapped up a shoot with Bobby Tesla. We did the Drunken Chicken Stories. This man came here and didn't bring no food. But we just wrapped up a show. It was pretty dope. I like what he got going on. Make sure you tune in for the show. He brought it to my studio this time, so that was kind of cool. And yeah, Drunken Chicken Stories. Check it out. Chicken, baby.
All of this, all the clubs that you've been in, and all like you've been at the Loft. You've been like everything that's been popping in St. Louis. Like you've been part of that. Like, do you have any memories of that shit that has ever like stood out? Like bad things, like shootings or fights or something that broke your equipment, or like, is there a story that you could tell me that like where something bad happened that you were affected?
There's
by?
a lot of those. I wasn't really affected. Like, it's sad to say you get used to that kind of stuff, you know.
Isn't
so
it's kind of fucked up that you get used to that.
I always, you know, like I always take my time breaking down at the end. So by the time I leave out, everybody gone. You know, but I've been in clubs where the gun went off in the club. You know,
me too.
And the main thing, I just grab my equipment and so the first thing I
always
know.
I don't have equipment when that happens.
But I always know where the nearest exit, and I always know where a second option is. You know, when I go into a place.
Real gangsters know that type of shit.
You just don't know what, you know, anything can happen. You know, like the wrong two people bumping each other, it can go down.
Especially in St. Louis. Yeah.
So,
has anything ever happened to where you were like, where anything got damaged or like you were harmed?
My truck. I come outside. They said they were shooting outside. I come outside my truck. I look like, okay, damn, I got a bullet hole on the side of my right after the back door. Then I walk around the back, my whole back window. So the bullet went in the side and came out the back window. I'm just like, man.
Damn, that's fucked up. There's really
so I went straight to that promoter. I said, hey man, you owe me some money. So shout out to my dog. I ain't gonna say no name, but he put some money in my pocket.
Oh, did you get some from that?
Yeah, I ain't gonna say Reggie Dub name. Oops, man, I said Reggie Dub. Reggie Dub.
Talking about Chase.
Appreciate you, bro.
That's funny as shit.
Now Chase, my dog too. Like Chase, Phil, Slim,
and that's good.
John,
bro.
when he had society.
Yeah, John,
like being a part of just, you know, once again, it's like that. You feel like you got that press pass, you know, because then I was taking pictures of all like Gucci Man when he came to society.
Yeah.
Like that was an epic moment, you know. And I put my camera up on a monopod and held it up in the air on self timer. You know, it looked like a drone shot now, but back then that's what I had to do. And it's just amazing how many people came out there that night, and it's just one of the moments that I caught.
So that leads into like, tell me like some of your best moments of like being a photographer in the clubs and stuff.
Some of that's too high. You gotta go to my OnlyFans to see that.
Oh shit, he said it right here. Gotta go on it.
Yeah, link in my bio. You know. But you know, one thing real quick I want to say about that. So I'm one of the people that I don't want to fuck over nobody. I don't want to mess over nobody. There's too many girls that's gonna give you or give me what I want, or they gonna give me themselves for OnlyFans that I don't have to take someone else. You know, so like, first of all, on OnlyFans you have to have a release, or you have to have a photocopy of their ID.
We're gonna talk about OnlyFans. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into OnlyFans. But I want to know.
Link in bio.
We're gonna put the link. And we're going to put your Instagram name like a few times throughout the show, and then they can just go to that. I didn't know you had a fucking OnlyFans, but shout out to you, bro. But tell me about a time that you like got in, you were shooting a celebrity, and it was like you were like, damn, like I'm in like a starstruck moment, because we got this big ass shoe.
Well, okay, so speaking of that shoe,
this big ass shoe.
Yeah, here you pick it up.
Damn. That's a size like what, 18?
22. So
all right, look, Facebook. You got to watch this on YouTube next week or in a week or two, whatever. Peace. We're out of here.
Yeah.
But we're gonna continue this fucking show because I can't wait.
So, meeting Shaq.
How did you meet Shaq, bro?
My homeboy D-Mac. So like in Baton Rouge, I used to run with Mystical from No Limit. D-Mac used to run with Shaq. So me and him got cool because we both ran with a superstar. So, and you know, Misco back then on No Limit was the shit.
Yeah, Miss.
So
Yeah.
when I was with Misco at certain places, D-Mac would come through and, you know, just kick it with us. Same thing with Shaq. Shaq would be in town and I come kick it with D-Mac and be around Shaq and, you know, the same thing. But I'd be shooting pictures or something and one day, after giving Shaq some pictures or something happened, you know, big hit, we call him Big, he hit D-Mac up and was like, yo, what's Yella number? Because he needed some pictures. And, man, ever since then, it's just been, you know, we've been rocking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been with him. Like, I was there taking pictures at his house in Orlando when he retired from the NBA. I was with him in Massachusetts when he got inducted into the Hall of Fame.
And you were there for all that.
Yeah, I was with him in Miami at Barry
Shaq
University.
Shaq would personally call you and like come through, come film this shit. And you showed me a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, and I'm like, damn, that's fucking dope.
Yeah. I was also at LSU and the Staples Center when he got both his statues.
Well, tell me about like some of the like big names, like, cause like,
so it's hard for me to look. So like, you see how big of a superstar Shaq is. So that humbled me almost like with anybody I meet. You know, like just the fact that he been here to my crib right here. You know, it's like no one else that can really come here that has a huge impact, you know, as a celebrity than him. So it humbles me with anyone else that comes here. You know, like
my sister wants to know if you're single.
All right, yeah. So single's a Pringle.
My man's single. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All right.
But so I mean, they've all been cool. I mean, like even Lil Wayne. Like I seen the superstar in Lil Wayne at 15. You know, I got pictures on my wall. You know, that's how long I've been taking pictures.
You
of Wayne when he was
downplay this
15.
shit so much. Like Wayne, Mystical, Shaq. These people are like icons.
Yeah, but like I ended up being in a situation in Baton Rouge where I was around all that so much. Like it happened so fast. I didn't have time to trip on what it was. Cause like everything just kept going. Like No Limit went for a while. Cash Money blew up. You know, Shaq, you know, he never stopped. Like every city he done played ball in, I've been to and been to games. Like it just never stopped. So I you know, even to this day, I really still ain't had time to sit back and look at, you know, my life. You know, because it's just, you know, like I'm always dipping out of town. You know, and I've never been big on just bragging on what I do. You know, social media kind of bring that out of you.
Yeah.
You know, just like next weekend, I'm going to Atlanta to fuck with Hitman Holler for his battle with Cassidy. And I'm gonna watch
Shout
him
out
smoke
to the
him.
homie,
Yeah,
PB.
yeah. Another St. Louis. Yep.
Yeah.
PB.
But I mean, bro, so I'm like, this camera has gotten you access to a lot of shit, bro. A lot of shit that normal people can't get, which leads me into asking you the question of like garbage camera guys or like people that get into the club with the camera. Like, do you have any insight on that? We don't have to name names.
I mean,
but, like,
but see, you know, I'm more humble. I mean, I see it. You know what I'm saying? But I just realized, you know, I can't hate on nobody trying to figure their way out with a camera. Because I wasn't cold-blooded when I first started. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like somebody might watch me and learn from me and then learn something on YouTube. And then 2 years from now, you know, what I do is I watch people and see how they progress. You know what I'm saying?
And so with the progression of the of like camera guys in St. Louis, like who stands out to you? Like I know LB. I mean, shout out to LB. Like Lawrence Bryant Photography.
I'm gonna tell you one that's funny. Rob Ruger.
Rob.
When he first came in the game.
Do you know Rob Ruger is like, I've known him since the second grade. Like he's one of my best friends.
Wow.
Like my whole life.
Yeah, I didn't care for him at first.
But let me tell you, like Rob Ruger was just Robert.
Yeah.
My mom knows him as Robert. You know what I'm saying?
But everybody got it. You know, everybody come from somewhere.
Everybody comes from somewhere.
You know?
But like Rob Ruger was his rap name. He was a rapper. Well, he like everybody in St. Louis is a rapper. But like Rob Ruger, but that was his actual rap name.
Right.
And then like some years passed, and like he and I didn't speak for a while, but not for any bad reason. But
right.
And then he started like promoting himself as like Rob Ruger with his camera and the scarf and everything.
That scarf. But I mean, like, everybody gotta have their thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you hate on him, you noticing him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro,
he know how all that work. You know, and my thing is, I look at where he was when I first met him to where he is now, and I see progression. You know, shout out to Rob. Gotta give you credit.
Yeah.
You know, you did your thing with that video. You know. Now I seen a post lately where you talking about you the motherfucking king. You know, I'm gonna call you about that. You know, but no, man, I like your hustle and your grind. You know, I like how you studied. and you've gotten better, and you're giving people dope content. You know,
yeah,
so
Rob, like he started off as just like the guy that wanted access.
Yeah,
and he got access, and then one thing led to another, and he was grinding. Like so, and personally, on a personal level, like I know Rob. And so, like I see the grind, and like I know the type of grind that goes behind it. I mean, some moments, of course, you're gonna call your friend, your longtime friend, like, oh man, that's some clown shit, like that. But it worked.
Yeah, I mean whatever.
And you,
when, you know, people are so quick to hate, man. But if something working for somebody and they doing something positive, we gotta congratulate.
People hate on me,
you know. Yeah,
like,
but you know, people hate on. We down there hate before we congratulate.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like I wish that cycle can turn. You know, because it's like we do so much to impress people that don't matter. Like we need to impress our family. We need to impress our kids. You know, we need to impress our circle. You know what I'm saying? We more worried about what other people think, and then you don't even know if that's what they thinking. You know, so it's just like wasted energy. You know?
So when it comes to St. Louis photography, like club stuff, like I see Rob, and I see Paparazzi. I see Mike, Lil Mike from Paparazzi, and they're doing their damn thing. Like I think it's dope. They do separate photo shoots, and so like, is there anybody that you can say that you dislike?
No, I don't dislike nobody. I mean, it might be people that might have rubbed me the wrong way, but one thing, I may dislike you today, but I'll give you another chance another day. You know, because people change.
But do you know that you set the blueprint for a lot of these guys?
Yeah, I mean, I've been told that. I'm
telling you that right now. And which you know, but sometimes you don't know until you hear it.
Yeah.
That you really actually set the blueprint, because back in like, bro, and like let's go back to like the Club AJ's at the Adams Mark.
Right.
Dude, I can't remember a photographer that was there.
Right.
So when it comes to like club photography,
I did go a couple times though, but I didn't do a booth. Yeah, I went once or twice for AJ, I think it was.
I was a drug dealer, and I was drunk and probably high with X-Pill or some shit.
That's when I first got back out into the game, or I was letting St. Louis know.
Well, that's when I was getting into the game, and I was drunk, and I had a lot of money, and I was a drug dealer. So a lot of shit happened since then. But like when I think about like club photographers and all this shit, like I think about you, and then I think about like the people that like kind of like, bro, like what you don't know, what you know, but you don't say it publicly. That like these guys looked up to you, and they used your
like Rimrod, another one. You know, he looked up to me, big bro. You know, and now look at him. You know, now he a young man and he doing his thing. And I went to his Facebook lately. You don't even know this. I'm to your Facebook lately, and I'm watching you making little series about going to try new foods or something. I forgot what it's called, the new spot or something. I'm like, man, that's a dope idea. And I meant to hit you up and tell you, but I didn't get around to it because I be so busy. You know, but it's like a lot of people I see growing, and I like seeing, just like I said, Rob grew. You know, Rimrod grew. You know, like I like to see growth in people.
And then there's a lot of photographers in St. Louis that actually like doing good work, man. And I like shout out to them, man. But I mean, I think you need to know that that you are on all of their radars.
Right, but it's some that get a camera thinking that they can just get a camera and that's how they're gonna get a girl naked.
And I'm gonna ask you about that, like, because
there's some creeps out here.
The creepy world of photographers. Let's talk about that real quick. So we both know that. I mean, we all know that, like, photography, like, you're shooting pretty girls in a sexy element, and a lot of these guys get that.
So this what happens is, you can meet a beautiful woman, come over here, you know, she naturally open, comfortable with herself. It ain't nothing for her to come out of clothes and walk around naked. You as a professional, you're not supposed to stare and comment on her. But if you've never had girls that pretty, it can fuck with you. You know, like, luckily me growing up mixed, little light skin yellow.
You're a good looking guy.
I've had a ton of pretty girls. That sounds crazy.
You're a good looking dude. Like, don't, whatever.
Yeah, I know.
He's a good looking guy. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, I'm just homo aware.
I'm comfortable with my skin and my sexuality. He's a good looking man.
But I've been blessed to have pretty girls, you know, all my life.
Cause why?
So,
cause you're a good looking guy.
You know.
You can't say it out loud.
Cause I'm popping, baby. But anyway, you know, so I can get a pretty girl over here, 9 times out of 10, she's not gonna be nowhere near the prettiest I've ever been around or even had. You get another guy who never got girls but picked up the camera wanting to be in them situations, and then they get in that situation for the first time, and it's just like they can lose it, you know. So it's like, you know, it's like they might have had every intent, you know, or a girl could be giving signals, you know, like you got to know, like I've shot girls for soft porn. You got to know they turned on for the camera and not for you. Right. And if you get excited, you conceal that. You know, like I learned a long time ago how to turn that thing off in my head to get me rocked up, you know, at a photo shoot. You know, because Because when I first started in college, I was trying to knock down everybody.
Everybody,
you know.
like,
but then I learned, you know, I don't want that reputation.
Yeah.
You know, that's why you're not really gonna hear nothing bad about me. You know, you can have a little miscommunication with someone here and there, but you know, you just don't want to put yourself in no stupid situation. And when you hear that little voice in your head saying, "Don't do it," listen to it.
Please listen to it. But because there's a lot of guys that have this reputation for like being creepy or whatever. Like at a certain point, like while they're shooting a girl, and the girl thinks of him as like, oh well, he was being creepy. Like, well, honey, you sent him the wrong signal. I don't know.
But I can tell you like this. There's a photographer, I ain't gonna say his name because I don't want nobody to take it the wrong way. No, I don't want no one to take it the wrong way. He's more hands-on. He's more gonna put you in some super sexy, freaky looking poses. Me, if I'm working with you for the first time, I'm not gonna touch you. I'm not gonna put you in them kind of poses. But then when you know, so you might feel creeped out the way he got you in them positions. But then when you get your pictures, you be like, damn, this is dope.
Yeah.
This is, you know, he's not scared to push you. You know, so sometimes, you know, you gotta trust a photographer to let him push you. You know, but just making sure someone you can look at their work and see they got dope work. You know, not someone who's just getting in the game and they trying to do all that. Even though some people that just starting, you know, have a great vision. You know, you just got to do your research. You know, you can DM other models that worked with the photographer and ask them what it was like working with that person. You know, just use your phone, communicate.
So like, okay, so with that being said, like, so when it comes to like directing photo shoots, like, do you feel comfortable like telling a girl like to suck it in or like?
Oh yeah. Well, because now I don't care. I'm not here to say they feelings, you know. But you know,
I want to know like, because you're not a director, you're a photographer.
But that is part of being a photographer. Yeah, but that is, you know, because they can't see what I see, you know.
Right.
So like, you know, you can see in my studio. That's why I try and give the girls a mirror so they can look at themselves. But like, even skinny girls got sucking in. You just gotta be careful because a bigger girl can get offended. You know, so you can say tighten up your core, you know, and they should know what that means. But I mean, even the skinny, I mean, even like me
and my producer
like
had this
I'm so big, I don't even care to suck it in no more. But like, you might hold your chest up and
bro,
suck it in sometimes.
What the fuck? Don't make me flex on you, bro. Look, we all got bellies in this motherfucker. But I just want to know, like, are you comfortable telling a girl, like, suck it in?
All that. So, suck it in.
Like, directing this.
I
like,
tell them if a nipple is starting to show, I tell them. Down there, if they starting to pop out of that, because some girls stuff too fat for them little bitty bottoms, you know, I'll let them know, you know, to reset their clothing.
Reset the clothing.
Or their hair, you know, you know. And then like with dudes,
you
know,
said reset their clothing. All right.
Yeah, because I mean, you know how they put their hand down and move it, you know.
Yeah.
You know, just
But I'm
like,
saying,
just like getting a wedgie out.
Do you feel comfortable telling a girl like?
Yeah, because I've been doing it so
like,
long.
Suck it in or like. How do you say it?
I mean, I might say tighten your core up, you know, or I might say, you know, suck in just a little bit, you know. It just depends on the person. You got to understand the person you're working with. If they self-conscious about their size, some girls sucking in ain't gonna do nothing, you know.
Well, I actually wanted to know, like, because like my producer and I, Big Stu, we were kind of in a conversation about this one day, like off of some other shit, like, and he's like, well, I'm just the camera guy, like I'm not here to tell them what to do. But actually, to get the good shot, sometimes you might have to say in a roundabout way, you suck it in, or do this angle or that angle. But
all they go, depending on how you feel that day, it depends on how much you're making. Do you feel like doing all that extra working? You know, it just a lot go into, you know, if it's something just for fun, you may not trip on it as much. If it's something, you know, going in a magazine or gonna be online tonight, you know.
But it's gonna have your name attached to it. Like everything that you do. Pretty much will have your name attached to it.
Yeah, but still, you
because that's when I sell chicken, I know that that's my product. So you're taking these photos. That's a reflection of you.
Yeah, but you're hiring other people, and them people can make mistakes. You know.
But at the end of the day, where did those images come from? Who made those images? You did.
Yeah. I mean,
so you don't want to. You kind of want to make sure that you're giving good.
Well, nowadays you can cheat. In post, you can edit. You know, Photoshop, you can push stuff in, so it's not as serious like it used to be. But you can definitely edit in post and fix anything.
All right. So when it comes to like shooting people, like I gotta ask you a couple questions here.
Okay.
So these are just quick yes or no's.
Okay.
Has a girl ever offered sex for a payment?
Yeah.
Have you ever accepted sex for a payment?
No.
Which do you prefer, light skin or dark skin? Light skin or dark skin for your personal?
Both. Because people look at my Instagram and be like, he just like them light skin girls.
No,
but if you
no,
look at
like,
my, but
no,
I'm saying if you
your
look at my
personal
last
life.
relationships,
Your personal
it's
life.
even with dark skin and light skin. No, I don't have a preference.
You don't have a preference?
No, I don't.
I
People
just
think
wanna
I do,
ask
but
you
I
that.
don't. I'm more attracted to education. You know,
I like that.
Yeah,
Me
I'm
too.
definitely. Yeah, like I don't like people that just have a lot of negative energy and just
These,
mad at
these are
everybody.
just quips,
Yeah.
like dark or
Yeah.
light skinned girls.
Man, it's both. Because then you're leaving out the exotic women.
I'm
them
gonna
too.
ask you like white or Asian, but you don't like to be put on the spot.
No,
All right, Drake or Wayne,
Drake. But see, a few years ago it was Wayne. Like,
Mariah or Beyonce. Who would you rather crack?
Both.
nah, that one.
No, pick
gotta come
one.
with somebody else.
In their
like,
prime, Mariah or Beyonce. What you want Megan Thee Stallion to be in the mix?
nah.
Pick one, Mariah or Beyonce. Right now.
Beyonce.
Why?
I feel like the right answer.
That's funny as
Yeah.
shit. So let me ask you a question, bro. If you could jump in my shoes, like right now, if we can split spots and you can be me asking you a question, like what would you ask yourself that I didn't ask you?
What's your most popular picture you ever took?
And tell me, so
I
let me
know.
ask you that.
But no, because people ask me that question. But the most I have to say is the one I took of Shaq for his Instagram and Twitter profile picture. We shot that in Orlando, at his house out there in Orlando. But he's had it as his profile pictures for 7 years, maybe 8, 6.
So you shot that photo.
Yeah. So that's what I, because he's so popular and seen and followed by so many people, like that's my most popular picture. I've done a ton of album covers. I've done a lot of other things, but that's one picture that's been going steady. And it used to be funny because like back in the day on TV, whenever they put up people Twitter comments, when they used to put up Shaq's Twitter comments, they put his profile picture next to it. So if any random day I could see
And
that
that
picture
was
pop up.
and you did that.
Yeah.
That's dope as fuck, bro. Like I like that. So what is the most like common myth about being a photographer? Like when people like think, "Oh, I want to get into that. Like I can do that. Like all I need is a camera. I can do that." Tell
biggest
me
myth
why
is
it's not
that-
that easy.
Because there's a skill that is involved, like
Some people think it's just
But-
like, "Oh, if I buy the most expensive camera, then boom, I can do what he does."
yeah, that's what they think, until they try it. That's
Tell
why
me
you don't
why.
see as many people being successful.
Because you can't do what I do.
I mean, because it's still, like I tell people, it's almost like when you can learn how to drive a stick shift, but like learning how to drive a stick for the first time, can be working a camera and manual because there's so many different settings, different variations to get the perfect picture. And then you got to make on-the-spot adjustments, depending on lighting. Lighting is a key factor. Then, not only that, just show the conversation, talking to the model or the client. You have to have some kind of people skills. You can't be an asshole, but
you might not get very far. There's not a lot of
Yeah.
longevity in that.
yeah. So it's man, it's all different things.
But
It's
what
not
is
just
the
like-
myth? Like, because a lot of these guys think like,
Well, the myth
oh,
is just having a camera.
That's
Or
what
the
I'm
biggest
saying.
myth is just because you got a camera, you about to be fucking some girls. No, it don't work just like that.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
asking. Like, because they think like a camera's gonna get you access.
Well,
like
they
you
find that
said.
out when they go get the camera and they don't hit. Yeah.
When they get the camera, it just doesn't work out for
Yeah,
them.
it don't work out for them.
And that's the myth.
Yeah, that's definitely the myth.
Because they see that, and like when I look around, I see the fucking 95-inch screen and all this shit. I'm like, damn, like, am I doing something wrong? Do I need a camera? Do I need to hang up the food and like pick up that?
But that come from the club hustling
That's a
and
lot
my studio
of
work.
years.
I'm doing the different photography. Like I didn't listen to the people who said you shouldn't be doing club photography because that's not, what I'm saying. Saving, smart on how you spend money. Shout out to my mom who taught me how to save and how to shop smart. It's chemistry of everything.
Do you ever get nervous shooting somebody? So what about female? Have you ever gotten nervous shooting a female?
No.
Don't lie to me,
I'm
bro.
telling you. I mean,
Don't-
back in the day, like when you know what you're doing, there's no reason to get nervous. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what I do. So I'm just in the zone. I could be drunk and do this. Like it's just second nature. And then you gotta remember, like I said, Shaq Humble. Like I've worked. I've been in the Staples Center doing so. I've worked on big sets, and that didn't go wrong.
But you were in the zone. I'm talking about like when you're you, and there's
I'm always me. King Yella, baby.
So you never got nervous. Don't fucking lie to me, bro. Of course you got nervous.
No, I'm saying more so back in the day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now I've been doing this, too long.
So it's just like second nature, like.
Yeah, now, if anything, it's the reverse of nervous. It's the patience of dealing with people.
Because I remember you shot my ex-girlfriend. Like, she did a photo shoot, like, with you on her birthday. And, like, I was nervous because that was my girl. Like, it was just weird. But there's never been a time when you shot a girl that you just, like, was like, oh, my God. Like, she's so bad.
No, I mean, I'll be, oh, my God, or I get confident. But at the same time, I try not to go there because if you start going there, then you can get excited down there, and then you could be thinking wrong and get you into a messed up situation. But then there's some girls that apply pressure, and you got the option to take it how you want,
True.
And then it'd be the ones you think gonna be, tough to shoot, or they gonna be shy, and then they come in here and then you just like, wow, she just didn't care about nothing. Then you got other ones who are super shy and timid, But I mean, that's just one aspect of my shooting. I still shoot headshots, food photography, product shots, kids.
Yeah, you shot.
But everybody want to talk about the girls. Yeah,
no, I mean, people
but it's crazy how they be like, oh, he just shoot them kind of pictures, Like,
but hey, there's bro, so much going a lot of people know that. You know what I'm saying? But you
sex sell. Just like on my YouTube page,
I'm kind of sexy. I'm just saying.
I got one model shaking her ass, and she got more views than all my rappers signed in the wall.
Well,
she's shaking some ass.
She got a booty. They don't.
I mean, it sells. Sex sells.
Well, I mean, but just so everybody knows, you shoot a lot more than just pretty girls.
Mm-hmm.
You shoot.
Yeah,
guys,
I shoot ugly girls too. That's just a joke.
No, that ain't a fucking joke. But
No.
I appreciate that because you shot me. But you shoot family. You shoot baby showers.
Mm-hmm. I shoot newborn babies.
Yeah, like cookbooks.
Yeah,
like I mean, you do a lot of more than just like pretty girls. Like
yeah,
just so you gotta know.
And shame on me for not promoting that more. It's just like I know what my followers like. Like I can post a picture of a newborn baby and it get a lot of likes. Or I can put a sexy chicken and get way more likes. So it's kind of like I'm.
But that's social media,
catering.
bro. Social media is like
yeah.
It's fucked up. Like social media is all about the hype, the images, the pretty girls, what people think they should be, and like dude, we can have a whole nother show about social media and social pressure,
right?
What people think they should be, and it's kind of sad. But yeah, I'm not gonna get into all that. But like, I actually wanted to know like about the girls and stuff, like about the girls coming on to you while they're shooting and be like, oh, can I get a free shoot? Because a lot of these guys like give them free shoots.
Yeah.
And promote them because.
Yeah. But I could give a girl a free shoot and it don't be on none of that. But if I do,
it's gonna benefit both of you.
Yeah, like it's gonna benefit me promoting that person because they got X amount of followers, or I need to shoot something for somebody in a certain outfit, or I need something that day or that week. It just depends. Them options come around here and there.
Right.
But I try not to shoot for free.
Right, but I mean, sometimes it comes along when you're like, okay, this person has a huge following, and.
Yeah, but I take the money over the honey.
But sometimes, like the networking aspect,
you can do both. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, like the networking aspect of it is like is equal to the monetary value.
Yeah, definitely.
Like if you have 80,000 followers and I got 30,000, I will spend 2 hours of my life.
Yeah, we can work something out.
Yeah, I'll take 2 hours of my life and I'll shoot you and you'll promote me, and then it's just kind of like a bartered situation.
Or you gamble, and you make money selling prints afterwards or edits.
So about that, like, so tell me your rates. Like when you shot me, I forgot what it was, like a couple $200 or $300, like, and you shot like 400 or 500 pictures, and you're like, choose 12.
Your 10 favorite.
Your 10 favorites.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, you shot 400 photos of me, like.
But I have people I shoot 1,200. Them chicks, of course.
So what do you tell them? Like, what's your process?
No, I mean, like, so people hit me up for a shoot. I have my rates already saved to my phone, depending on what type of shoot they want. I'll find out what kind of shoot they want, and then I'll send my rates. Like I tell people, just DM me on Instagram. That's the best way, or you can email me. And then once I tell them my
like,
rates,
I'm a model and I want a sexy photo shoot. What do you say? 300 for 2 hours, or like what is it? Like I'm just curious.
Well, so for the females, 200. It start 250 and up.
Okay.
And
for how long?
We'll do
is there
2
a time
hours.
limit?
2
Okay,
hours.
2 hours.
2 hours. And with dudes, it start 300 and up.
Okay.
Depending on what they want, 1 outfit, 2 outfits. But that's for 2 hours. That's always gonna get you 2 hours. You know,
And
then
then you
depending
get-
if you want indoor, outdoor, you want background changes.
And then you get to pick. So out of those like 500 photos that you shoot within those 2 hours,
Right.
you tell them to pick a certain amount.
Yeah, the 201, you pick out your 8, the 300, or the 251, you pick out your 8, and then the 300, they pick out their 10 favorites. You know, like that's where I'm at right now.
So out of 600 shots, you send them like a file full of like watermarked photos with your name on it, and then they pick like, oh, I like this one, this one, this one, this. Because when you shot me, there was like, I had to go through all that shit. I sent it to my mom. I sent it to my.
Shout out to Brittany. She just said,
These are the ones.
yeah. So she picked out of them folders. She said faves.
Faves.
And I sent her a photo for each look. Brown fit, red fit, King Yella shirt.
Well, you only sent me one folder.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, so that's your process. So you like said, okay, here's all the photos that have your watermark over it. So I want to ask you, like, do they post those? But like, so then you said, like, narrow it down to your 10 favorites, and then do you say, okay, out of those 10, what are your top 5?
I might ask them that sometimes, just depending on my time. But now I'm getting everybody's stuff out quicker, because now I'm pretty much promising you get your edits back in 3 days. Once you send them to me, you get them back within 3 days.
Okay.
And then that's why I edit them, put my little wop to them, and send them back to you.
So how do you feel about people posting your photos with your fucking watermark over it?
I hate it, but it's more of a conversation hate. Like I really don't care, But it just sucks that you that desperate to put up a proof instead of waiting, because it's like, come on, it's for Facebook. It's not like it's a album cover or going in the magazine. It's just Facebook or it's Instagram. Like, it's just for social media purposes. Like, wait a couple days and get the real picture, But I mean, if they do, just like some people crop out your logos and stuff like that. Some people don't tag you, But when you don't tag, or when you put up the proofs, you messing up your relationship with that person.
Right.
So then next time you want something, I may not be as quick to be there for you because you didn't give me the best love you can give me. Like if you don't tag, then. But if I post you, I'm still gonna tag you. Just out of respect.
Yeah, but you kind of want them to tag you.
I mean, you do,
right?
but if they don't, you can't make it. Some people just don't be on that.
Yeah.
And you can't sit here. I'm not gonna sit here and just trip on one person when I got all these other people I'm still,
True.
working with. You just got to move on. You can't just sit there and hold on to things. But that person may call now. Now I'm gonna text you. Now I'm not gonna answer your call. Now you get a text. You might get a text.
Kind of like you do me.
Man,
I text you like 3 weeks ago,
Man.
bro. You fucking ignored me. I'm like, are you alive, motherfucker?
Man, if you knew how much my phone be going off, man, it's just.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, but you.
I'm just saying. I'm me. Like, but this. Cool.
But look, we here.
I'm glad you're okay.
We're here.
I'm glad you're alive and healthy.
Like he
and all
cold blood. He come here. He come here and grab his own bottle of my liquor and start drinking it.
Yeah, I
He
did.
didn't even bring no liquor. No,
I
he
got
didn't bring
a
no chicken.
I got a bottle in my truck for
He
you.
didn't bring no chicken.
You're low.
St. Louis Wing Company.
But he's low on.
And I ain't got no wings to keep me company.
Well, we got
That's
company
cool.
after the show.
Yeah, I got a coupon voucher to come to the restaurant.
I got you, dog. So, like, what advice would you give to these young guys that think that your life is so dope and so easy? Like, what would you tell them?
I mean, I tell them you can do it too. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell everybody, it took me to come back to St. Louis at 30 and start over from scratch. But I soaked up all the game that I could from everything that I've done. I already was somebody before I came here, but I had to teach everybody who I was and just keep growing and keep them relationships with man.
There's so many people that look up to you in this game. Like,
yeah, but like Shaq say, the humble don't fumble. Stay humble, man. Treat people right. Keep working. Try and get. You can always sit there and look at yourself in the mirror and ask, what can I do to give my client a better product? And strive at making that product better. Don't fuck over people and be a man of your word or be a woman of your word.
How do you feel about people like hitting you up for advice? Because like
I'm cool. It just got to be the right
I can only give
time.
so much for free. I can only give you the game so much.
Yeah.
But there's comes to a point where like, okay, I'm giving you enough. You gotta pay for this now.
But then you got, or take a different approach. You know, like, come spend money with me, or give me some game on something. Show me that you giving and not just trying to take and receive. You know, like sometimes you gotta take different ways. You know, because you can't get mad at somebody because they busy. You know, sometimes I really do be that busy.
Time is money, bro.
You know, so it's just other ways. Don't give up just because a person ain't it. You know, like I trip on one dude, Pure Yayo. I didn't know who the hell he was when he used to come around because I meet so many people.
Yeah.
And one day he just like, hey man, you gonna quit little local me, man, Yella. I'm sure I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. You know, man, come on, man, you gotta quit little. You know, and since that day I've had mad respect for him. But he spoke up for himself. Right. You know, because it's like you can't just give your energy to everybody because then you'll be too drained.
True.
You know, so it's like
there's a lot of restaurants out here that I've done a lot for that I never got anything back from. I sit back and I'm like,
and it don't mean somebody a bad person. Y'all just ain't really got to know each other.
Yeah.
You know, so give people opportunities and give them chances. You know, and then another quote. Like I love quotes that help me get through life. Another quote that I like is 50% of something is better than 100% of nothing. So like when I first moved back to St. Louis, I knew my rates were up here. But in St. Louis, nobody knew me, so they weren't gonna pay that. So then I dropped my rate because if I don't drop it, I'm getting nothing. So say I drop it 50%, now I'm getting that. So 50% of something is better than 100% of nothing.
True that.
You know?
So when it comes to a photo shoot, let's say somebody that you've never seen before, and she's pretty, whatever, or he's a good-looking guy, he's got swag, and they hit you up like, bro, I want to do a photo shoot. How much you charge me? What do you say? Because when people hit me up for like, how much you charge for catering, I'm like $5,000.
Right.
I'm talking a lot of shit.
But I gotta paste it. I gotta say it in my notes. I just copy, paste, and send it to them. You know, and it tell them everything they need to do right there. You know, and then we'll pick out a date, and then if they send their deposit, another thing is if you don't send your deposit, you're not getting written down in my calendar. Like you gotta send their deposit. I don't want to hear you don't have Cash App. Pull up on me. Or you got a friend. You got a friend that got Cash App.
Somebody has a way of getting you some money.
Huh?
Somebody has a way of getting you some money.
Yeah,
Whether Cash App, Venmo, Cash,
Zelle.
Like we got all that.
Like, you got a friend. You got a friend with Cash App. Just give them the cash and have them Cash App me.
I'm not gonna block my day for you.
Yeah, and then you don't show up, and now my day
now
wasted.
I'm just sitting here watching Netflix.
Yeah,
or something. Whatever it is that you do when you're not on this big ass TV right here. I love that TV. I keep staring at these candles and
I love it too.
That's dope as fuck, man. Yeah. So what's in the future for you, bro? Like, what do you like?
That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to figure out now. I want to make that transition because I'm ready to move out of here and get me a house. But it's like I can't bring everybody to my house, so I'm trying to figure out how do I want to keep a studio and make that transition.
Well, because parking around here is a bitch, getting in here is a bitch, and then coming in here and seeing all this shit is crazy. And then
bitch, just pull up in the garage.
And then you sleep like 15 feet away. Like, so eventually, like, you want to have a house and then a studio.
But see, that's the thing I don't know, because like I could wake up in the morning, come out here in my boxers, make me a cup of coffee or hot chocolate, sit down on the computer and do some work, and I don't even have to get dressed.
You can still do that at home.
Yeah, to an extent. But I mean, like, or I don't have to hurry up and get ready for a shoot, because I don't have travel time, Like, I love working from home. But I mean, I don't know. That's what I'm in a transitional stage of figuring that out, because I do want to switch it up.
To what? Christopher?
Well, no, I'm going to keep doing both, because sometimes King Yella make way more than Christopher. Sometimes Christopher make more.
True that.
When Christopher did the Sweetie Pies cookbook, that fucked all over King Yella for me.
Yeah.
So it's just like I'm going to play both positions, because I'm still the same person, but it's just like certain people need a certain name for them to feel good.
True that. Is there anything, and this is going to put you way on the spot, because like I didn't prep you for this, but is there anything that you want to know about me as Bobby, the restaurant guy, the podcaster, anybody like that you want to ask me while we're on here? Like, is there anything you would know about me that I haven't said to you before?
I mean, I'd have to think about that as we keep going, But I mean,
because
I pretty much know what I need to know. Yeah.
I just want to know if you had any questions for me. Now that we're on air. If you don't, that's cool.
Yeah, I might think of something as we keep talking now that you put me on the spot. You know what I'm saying?
I like putting people on the spot.
I already asked you my question, but there's some bullshit.
What questions did you ask me?
How the hell you gonna come here with no food?
Oh shit, man!
That's the thing. I seen the other podcasts, people eating wings and drinking.
Wait, no, bro. What podcast? Nobody was eating wings on my podcast. Let me tell you, the only connection to.
Well, you need to add. I like that 50. That's 50 millimeter lens. 10.5.
This is fisheye.
10.5. Yeah, I used to have it.
When I think of fish eyes, I think of salmon.
Yeah, Stu.
I'm just a chef. Shout out to Big Stu.
Well, I think you need to incorporate the food into your podcast.
Okay, the incorporation into my podcast is Drunken Chicken Diaries, and I own a chicken restaurant.
Right, I get you, but you can have different flavors. Let people let that conversation come up in the podcast.
I don't want to work. Do you want to work when you're off? No. Do you want to fucking bring a camera everywhere you go?
No, I don't.
All right, I don't want to sell chicken everywhere I go.
Okay.
Because when I go into Walmart, I go into fucking the dollar store, wherever I go, like, oh, did you bring some chicken? Yeah. No, like I don't know a nice way to say like no. Come to my restaurant and buy some chicken. So I give them like a little discount card, like 5 free wings. Like,
bring gift cards when you do these in.
Well, what is a gift
You
card?
You got my fat ass mad.
Is a gift card gonna make you full right now?
No, not right now. No. But it's gonna make me satisfied.
Don't tie those fucking knots in the bags.
Don't tie the knots in my bag. Like, I don't know who did that. I'm gonna have to talk to my staff about that.
Yeah, let them know. Don't tie knots in King Yella bag.
We're gonna get into that.
But they shouldn't tie it in nobody bag.
So we're just gonna keep doing what we do. You're gonna keep doing what you do, and Yella's gonna turn into like, but you already have your brand and then King Yella brand, which is you have these brands, which is dope, and you got a business account with King Yella
and Christopher Hawkins.
So if I write you a check for like $500 that says King Yella 500, you can go deposit.
Yeah, I can go deposit in the bank. My card, I ain't got my card say King Yella Photography. I got one Christopher Hawkins photography. I got one King Yella Photography, and then I got my personal.
So when I ask you about like the advice you have for the young guys when it comes to like branding yourself, branding your brand, like it's not just about your personal name. You got to brand that name.
Whatever your name is, you got to brand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, get on people's nerves. Like, don't worry about the main thing. You just can't worry about what other people think. As long as you studying what you got to do to give them a good product. Don't worry about because if you listen to other people's opinions, you'll never make it. Because people shoot you down first. Like
St. Louis is a big city for shooting you down.
And then just stay busy, man. Like, don't even trip on all that. Like I don't even let negative energy get to me. But that comes from over years and years of doing stuff and going through stuff. Like I like being in a happy place. I don't like negative energy. Like once I sense some negative energy, I'm trying to go another way.
All that.
Yeah, if you come over here with some extra shit, and I'm real quick. I want to touch on something. Some people ask me like why a girl can't bring a dude to a shoot. Man,
my ex-girlfriend brought me.
Yeah, you paid for it.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Thank you for putting.
Whoever the guy is, if that guy paying for the shoot, yeah, he can come.
Damn. So if I didn't pay, I wasn't allowed.
Nah. But like I tell a girl, you can bring your sister, your mama, your grandma. With dudes, sometimes girls get into it with their guys on the way over here. And now it's conflict between them two, and I got to deal around that. Sometimes the dude might be in the hallway chilling. The next thing he get a FaceTime call, and he hella loud, cussing somebody out in the hallway, and I got to tell him to be quiet, or he want to listen to his music, and I got to hear that background noise over my music, and it just fucks me up as an artist and getting me out of my zone. You definitely don't have to come by yourself. You, like I said, just bring another female. And then if the dude and you get into it, as a man, I feel I got to get in between that. Now I'm in the situation. I don't know nothing about him. I don't know him, so it's just like bringing that person to my studio. Just.
No, that's good. That's good content.
Yeah, but I just want people to know why sometimes it'd be no guys allowed.
Yeah.
Now if I meet that guy first, it's a whole different story. If I know who it is, it's a whole different story.
Yeah, kind of like me. Just saying. But I'm just saying, like, no, but I never thought about that. Don't bring a guy, like, because some guys will be jealous.
Oh, yeah.
Like, don't do that. Yeah. Or, like, they'll be trying to direct the shoot. And you're like, I'm in here, like, doing my thing.
Or they questioning me about Boosie and all the different people I worked with, you know, and I'm trying to focus on working, especially if I'm changing scenes and lighting.
Yeah, I can understand how that would be like hella distracting.
Yeah.
Like for real. That would be annoying as fuck.
But I had one girl, she came by herself and she stayed on FaceTime the whole time. She had her friend on FaceTime. She set that phone up everywhere we moved. She set that phone up and she had somebody with her. I thought that was dope.
No, that is cool.
Yeah.
But like, don't bring your jealous ass boyfriend to my man's crib.
But sometimes they don't have a choice. The dude he invited himself, you know, and they don't have no choice, you know. Because I had one situation where when they got here, the dude was at the door and I was like, you know, no guys can come in. And like, well, this is my manager. But he really managed her boyfriend. You know, so to this day, he look at me salty. And I'm just like, you know, oh well, you know, like that's just how I do my business, you know. But, you know, like I'm not, you know, just like you're not going to take no guy to no doctor visit.
Right.
You know? Don't bring no doctor to King Yella shoot.
So, like, which has happened in my business, do you ever turn work down?
Oh, yeah, all the time. Yeah, all money ain't good money. Sometimes
Like,
you don't want that energy, you know. Yeah.
Right, because it's not worth the $200 or $300 that they're spending. It's like, you know what? I can refer you to my man over here, but like, yeah.
And my $200-300 price is something that works for me trying to work with, you know, like people say I need to, you know, move up and do this and leave these people alone. I don't really want to leave them people alone. Like I love fucking with my people, you know. So $200-300 range is like my lowest price that I can feel that a lot of people can come up with, you know, if they want to invest into themselves, you know. But then I got plenty of clients that's paying $800, $900, $1,200, $1,500 for jobs, you know. But you know, I'm gonna try and get it all, you know, like
right.
You know.
But there's been times when you turn things down because it was just like, all right, that ain't me, or it's like
just they gave off the wrong vibe or the wrong energy, you know, like. I just go with my gut, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not running behind the money no more.
Because you don't want to put your brand behind something that you really just don't stand behind.
That and then just dealing with people, man. Some people just don't get it, you know.
A lot of people don't get it.
I don't even know how to explain it. You know, you get some people that come, they extra nice. But I can't say I've been pretty blessed. Like from male, female, everyone that come through here, you know, like they love seeing my gallery. It's almost like a hip hop museum.
I love this place.
Yeah, like I've never really had no.
I don't even know how you live
situations.
here, because like this is dope as fuck.
Yeah, I've never had no real negative situations for me to be like that. It's just, you know, some people just work your nerves, you know.
I remember when you got these chairs and you like had like stuff in the chairs so nobody would sit in them.
Yeah, because it's
and
my
then
shit.
I just sat in them.
Yeah, you gonna move that white privilege.
I just moved them.
That white privilege.
It has nothing to do with white privilege. It's like, oh, that's my homie.
No.
I'm just gonna move this because it's in my way, and I wanted to sit there.
Yeah.
Because he had a nice TV on the wall. Like I just want to sit in that motherfucker. Whatever, man. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway,
I just got fuck with you, man.
So like, look, this was a good show, bro.
Okay.
This was good.
All right.
And I think a lot of people in St. Louis like don't know the backstory behind Yella, the current story behind Yella, the future of King Yella. Like I kind of wanted them to know that while we were drinking, and you kind of put it in that Remy bottle.
Yeah, I know. Shout out to LA Foes who made me go get a new bottle. You know, because him and his team was bored.
We've been
shot
out
after shot
a
after
lot
shot.
of people in St. Louis, man. And one of the things between you and I, and I sell chicken, you sell pictures. Like, we know a lot of people. And
I sell meat too.
You sell meat?
Yeah, I sell meat.
We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about my pickle swinging and my cherries dangling.
Anyway, man, so like we did
Link
that,
in bio.
man. Link in bio. We're going to like drop your link and all this shit, man. You're a ratchet ass dude, man.
Yeah, go follow my OnlyFans.
You're the homie though, man. I fuck with you, bro.
Oh yeah, I fuck with you too, man.
Drunken Chicken Diaries. That's another episode. We're out of here. Peace.